Hey y'all, Iffy, Lone Siberian. I have, some stuff to talk about in terms of career, career path, and giving up things that you like that may have seemed frivolous and stupid, but really giving up on yourself little by little as time goes by. So, first a question: is there something that you used to like when you were younger, maybe when you were in grade school or high school, you used to like to do that could possibly have become a job or a career, but you were told by people around you that it was kind of stupid, or you never had the courage to pursue it and see where it ended up? um, feel free to post a comment or something. I'm really curious, because sometimes when people talk about stuff like this, they have to always put, well, sometimes you have to do something you don't like or whatever. But and that's true. We live in our society. We know what's available and stuff, and we know how to make money. It's really not that hard to know how to make money. If you go through certain routes, you can make quick money, good money. It doesn't have to be even illegal. For instance, the medical field. It's one way to, make sure you always have money coming in and you have some kind of financial security depending on what your lifestyle is like. But at the same time, there are things that each person can do, things that may not readily or quickly make money or make tons of money, but they are creative, they are unique to the individual. And I feel like too often a lot of us give up on things like that, um, thinking it's too frivolous, or people around us tell us that it is too, stupid, or that, that won't get to nothing. And yet, um, occasionally we hear about the story of somebody who makes money off of something that really, it kind of sounds stupid when you say it out loud, but they're making money, tons of money, you know, and I hear stuff like that. I have to question sometimes, like, okay, so basically that person didn't listen to other people who were talking shit about them and saying, oh, it will never amount to nothing. They went ahead and did what they were doing. They probably had a job that they were working to pay the bills and stuff like that, but they still went ahead and pursued what they wanted to pursue. And on the surface, they may have looked like just average fucking Joes who weren't going nowhere in life, but they had other stuff going on for them. And this is something that I've been thinking about lately because, as some of you may know, I've been on a path to go to medical school for some time. Not for very long, probably in the past maybe 6 to 8 years. I haven't always wanted to be a physician. Um, so it kind of came about when I was in college. And it came about really out of fear and, a certain interest in the field, but mostly out of fear. I saw myself in college. I had no clue really what I wanted to major in. But I knew that I wanted to have something that was practical enough to get me a job afterwards so that no matter what else I decided to do, I could make good money and I could support myself. It was very important for me to have financial independence as well as security. So luckily enough for me, I found something. Um, Graduated as a medical technologist, became licensed as one. And all I have to do is just keep renewing my license. So anywhere I go in this country, I can find a job in the hospital. And it'll be a good paying job, a really good paying job. So, but um, I was afraid that just being a medical technologist was not exciting. It wasn't special. I mean, I was one of those kids that was told that I was very intelligent, very smart, and special, and that I would do great things with my life. And so, for me to just be a tech, that's not a great thing. That's just being regular, being average. Um, and I know some of you will be like, what's so wrong with that? But in my household, in my family, um, I felt like being average was not okay. Doing average things was definitely not okay. You had to be exceptional because, I mean, you had to justify, or I had to justify my parents giving up their whole lives, and bringing us over here to this country to have a better life. And I come here, the better life is just being average, getting a regular ass job. Oh no, I had to, make sure I go to grad school, do something big with my life. And so I've carried this weight on me for a while. And, having to be the pioneer, not just for myself, but for my family and people who might be looking at me, who are back in Nigeria. And so when I didn't get into medical school the first time I applied, I felt like my life was over. I was despondent, I was depressed, I was like, what the heck am I gonna do? I didn't give myself a chance to really, work, kick back, take stock of my college career, figure out what my true interests were, and pursue them. I felt like I had to keep going. I had to, have something doing so that anytime anybody asked me, oh, what are you doing, and I can always say, I'm working, but I'm trying to go to med school. Because when I said that, that sounds good. If somebody says that to you, you're like, oh, wow, they must be smart. And I wanted that. I had been living off of that for so long, I didn't know how to do without that. So I would say, when I finally got on the path and I finally found a way to keep pursuing my dream of being a physician, I was so happy. I was so happy because I was like, okay, it's not over. I still have a chance. I can still tell people I'm going to grad school. It will still sound good, but at the same time, I have a chance to be successful, to not lead an ordinary life, to do something great and meaningful. Whether or not I was passionately moved by it or anything, it wasn't so relevant. I felt like I'll do this and then I can do what I really want to do. And this is how I pretty much lived my life for all of my life, really. And so right now, I'm at a crossroads. I am in a post-bac program. I finished the first year successfully. The second year I have not been able to complete because I don't have it in me anymore to keep faking. I can't keep faking because this shit is getting hard to fake. The work is getting too much. And it's not because I have gotten dumber or I can't handle the work. It's because I don't have the drive anymore. I can't, wake up every day and say, yes, I'm going to do this, when inside, I don't really want to. I don't really want to. And also, I'm getting less and less afraid of life, of what my life could be like. Because I really don't think that I am incapable of having a good life, so to speak, whatever that means for me. I have to figure that out. But there are things that I've wanted to do, and I keep telling myself, let me just get this done and I'll do it later. But the truth is, life waits for no one. There is no guarantee. There is no guarantee. I could die tomorrow. And if I have a chance to reflect on the life that I have lived if I die tomorrow, I will have so many regrets. And that's something that I really don't want. So I'm going to cut this video short because it's like 9 something and I don't want to make it like more than up to 10 minutes. But I'm going to continue this in another video, so stay tuned. Cheers. Peace.